What up, YouTube? Boat Farm back for another video on this beautiful day, y'all. And I just bought a plum tree. We're gonna talk about how to plant it, how to prune it, how to mulch it, and does it need a pollinator? Key things you should know. Somebody said Kroger had fruit trees. Let's see. That's generic. What kind of pear tree? Oh, it's on the tag. Okay, okay. All right, well, what else? Plums? All right, all right. Okay. Ooh. Interested. Am I gonna get a nectarine? Let's see. They got a plum cot, y'all. Spring satin plum cot. So good, Gardner been talking about this forever. For $25. Let's get it. All right, y'all. I got this plum cot spring satin. This the best one I could find, y'all. I don't like the branching. It's all twisted and contorted. Yeah, we gonna do better with this tree, y'all. Just give me a second. We're gonna make her life beautiful, y'all. So I've done a couple pruning videos, but let's make sure we know what we're looking for when we get started. First off, we want most of the branches to come from the top because nobody wants to pick fruit close to the ground. And it also allows the rodents and all the other stuff to get the fruit at eye level. So first thing we're gonna do is come out and we're gonna get all these little spindly branches toward the bottom. Make sure you clean your pruners before. All right, so this is a crossing branch. When people talk about get all your crossing branches, that's it right there. That's a crossing branch. So one of them has to go. That one to the outside. That one is coming to that side. So we're gonna get rid of that one. Matter of fact, we're gonna get rid of all this lower growth. Let me get in my the pruners in my right hand. I'm trying to record. So got that one out. Get this one out at the bottom. Now, usually I don't like to prune young trees, but this tree got a little age on it. I say that tree at least 3-4 years old. So go ahead and get all this bottom growth pruned off. And this tree, if y'all watched the beginning of the video, was only $25. So yeah. All right, and that's a broken branch. Get that off. So ideally what I'm looking for is a open wine glass shape, but I want a branch going that way, one going that way, and one either going that way or that way. 3 to 4 branches. Now it'd be perfect if I can get one over there, and one coming back. That's not ideal though. So let's get the crossing branch out of here. Now this one is growing into that one. So we're gonna chop that one. All the branches growing to the inside, I'm getting rid of them. Even the little branches. All right, so let's step back and see what we're working with. And first off, I know a lot of times they tell you don't prune your fruit off, but this tree is probably 2 years from fruiting anyway. So I think we're okay. Now at the top, we got one coming in the middle here and one coming in the middle there. I'm just gonna take both of these out. All right, so what we got now, we got one in the middle. All right, so what that leaves is a branch coming this way, branch coming that way, a branch that's gonna grow out, and a branch that's gonna grow that way. Let me see, we got one at the top growing toward the center. Get rid of that one. Clean up these little branches over here. You just gotta catch them before they start. All right, open center, I'm good with that. Now, where we gonna plant it? So this is a spring satin plum cotton. It is not self-fertile. It needs to be fertilized by another Japanese plum, either Shiro, a Santa Rosa, or a Methala. I have a Santa Rosa and a Methala. When you buying these trees, as soon as you see them in the store, go ahead to Google and ask, do they need a pollinator? Google whether you already have that pollinator or what you want to buy to pollinate it. So there you go. I will plant it close to my Methala and close to my Santa Rosa so I can get good pollination and get good fruit. Pollination is required to get fruit. Now, how I'm gonna plant it and where I'm gonna plant it. And this area gets full sun. The package said it needs 6 hours of full sun. All full sun ain't the same. Down here in Georgia, my full sun might not be your full sun. When it say full sun to me, it probably need 4 or 5 hours of full sun, to be honest, instead of the 6 to 8 that everybody think. So right there, I got a pear tree over there, and I got a tree there. So sometimes they tell you to plant these trees 12 feet apart because they branch out and all this other stuff. But most time it's to get tractors in for big farms that, you know, grow them to sell them. I'm not doing that. So I think from that pear to there is probably 8 feet. From there to there is probably 8 feet. So I think that's plenty enough space. Now remember I told you the platinum, I don't know why I want to call it platinum. The satin plum cotton needs a pollinator. This is a Santa Rosa plum that flowers and fruits well every year, but it also says it's pollinated by a Methala plum. And this is my Methala plum here. So it's probably 15 feet from the Methala and probably 7 feet, whatever I said before, between 6 to 8 feet apart. That should be perfect to get good pollination. We're gonna plant the hole deep enough and wide enough. Make sure I got you in the shot. Now, you know we gotta check the roots. And this is the root system. Now you got it from the big box store. Of course you're gonna have some roots that's circling. That's not bad though. So normally I would cut it if the roots are circling real bad. They're not. So we're just gonna get the hole in. And this hole will be 2 times as wide so the roots can grow into the soft soil. But when it comes to depth, exactly the depth that it was in the pot size, no deeper, because we know it settles after a while. and we don't want to settle too low and drying the tree out. And ideally, I'd rather plant it a little higher than too deep. So let's keep going. And I know somebody's gonna say, well, what you gonna put in the hole? Absolutely nothing. Nothing goes in this hole. Nothing. You have to make sure that that tree can acclimate to your natural soil. Because if all it needs is right there in the hole, then the roots won't expand and make the tree stronger. They'll just stay in one spot because that's where all the nutrients are. So make sure we got it straight in there, and then we just backfill, y'all. It's not a hard process. Your native soil has nutrients. Don't let people fool you to your soil don't have no nutrients. The hell if it don't. If that soil can grow grass, it can grow fruit trees. That's a fact. Now, if you got clay soil, a lot of people say amend that clay soil a month before you plant the tree. I don't plant a clay soil, so I'm not the person to ask about that. But even if I had clay soil, I'm gonna plant the tree right in that clay soil because clay soil had nutrients too. And another thing they tell you, don't pat it down with your feet because you can break the feeder roots. I don't listen to that. I pat it down with my foot. Now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna water it in and then mulch it real good. And I'll show you. I promise I'll show you. All right, I've been soaking some cardboard. Don't worry, don't look at that. It's just cardboard. That's all you care about. Just gonna put it around and then put my mulch on top of it so I don't get no weed pressure around this newly planted tree. I know this tree will be healthy because it's not competing with weeds for nutrition. There we go. And then I just got some mulch that actually I'll mulch up, and I'm just gonna put it around now. Now I've already watered it, so this is just gonna keep the moisture in, so I ain't gotta constantly water it. And that, my friends, is how you plant a plum tree. Now, any questions you got for me, put it in the comments. But if I don't know, I'm gonna tell you I don't know. The only thing I say on this channel is things I have experience doing firsthand. I'm not a Google gardener. I don't Google stuff and say, hey, do that. I tell you what I did and whether it worked or not. That's the same process I did with this Santa Rosa plum, and you can see the growth on that. It's the same thing I did with my peach trees. You see the growth on that. I'm not telling you everything I say is 100%, but it's 100% of what I've seen and what I think and what I believe in. These are the tried and true methods of planting my whole food forest. All these trees, that same method. I'll see you in the comments.